All right. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Commissioner Hughes. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for Tuesday, October 14th. The court's orders for the taking of DNA samples and fingerprints issued on the first calendar of October will apply to all of the hearings on this calendar. As we get started here in a few minutes, I will call each of you into the courtroom one at a time. I'll ask one of you to stand behind this gray podium here in front of me in the courtroom, and then I will ask the next two people I intend to call into the courtroom to line up in the two blue chairs right inside this door. I think there's two chairs right there, both blue, facing you. So if you would please listen carefully for your name, move from the chair you're in now to that second chair, then shift over to the first, then come into the courtroom. I know that sounds a little bit like musical chairs, but I promise you all it will make this calendar move much faster. So if you'll do that, everybody can get to where they need to go a little bit sooner. Once you work your way into the courtroom and you're behind the podium, I will start by asking you to state your full name and date of birth. Then I will explain to you why you're here. You all have the right to the assistance of counsel in a criminal case. When you're in the courtroom, I will tell you whether the court has determined you're entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Those lawyers are sometimes called public defenders. Whether or not the court is appointing a public defender for you, you always have the right to hire a private lawyer if you want to have a private lawyer defend you. When you're in the courtroom, I will also give you the next court hearing dates and times that you'll be required to attend after this court hearing. And the last thing that we will do while you're in here is talk about whether you are legally eligible for release from custody. If you are, we will go over on what terms and conditions you could get out of jail today. In addition to that right to the assistance of counsel, you all also have the right to remain silent. Anything that you do choose to say in the courtroom today, though, could be used against you at any point down the line. Even if you qualify for a public defender, there will not be a lawyer in the courtroom here today for your defense. Because there won't be a lawyer to defend you in here today, and because anything that you say could be used against you, I will strongly caution all of you not to make any statements regarding the facts about why you're here. Please save any questions, comments, statements that you might be inclined to make about the facts of your case for a hearing where you do have a lawyer present to talk to about that before you make any statements that you can't take back. Last thing I'll tell you all before we get started is that all of the information that you get while you're standing in the courtroom will be provided to you in a written document. That document is called a release order, and the officers in the courtroom will hand you that document when you're done in here and you step back into the room that you're in right now. So please don't feel like you need to memorize the information we go through in the courtroom, but please keep that paperwork with you wherever you go from here, because as long as you have that paperwork, you'll have your next court dates, times, all the information that you got while you were here, standing here in the courtroom. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If we could, can I please have Carlos Padron Arredondo into the courtroom behind the gray podium? Mark Niedermeyer, if you would please work your way to the first chair right inside this door. Danny Bowser, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
My name is Carlos Padron, and my date of birth is February 1st, 2001.
Thank you very much, Mr. Padron. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of aggravated driving under the influence, that is a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of burglary tools, which is a Class 6 felony, 1 count of driving under the influence while being impaired to the slightest degree, 1 count of driving on a suspended license. Those 2 are both Class 1 misdemeanors. And finally, 2 counts of possessing an open container of liquor in a vehicle. Those are both Class 2 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 20th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing October 23rd. Both of them will be at 8:30 in the morning, and they'll both be in the Superior Court downtown. On these allegations, because at least one of them is a felony offense alleged to have been committed while you were on pretrial release in a different felony case, you're not eligible for release on bond. That means you will be held in custody without bail at least until an evidentiary hearing is held. That evidentiary hearing will be the same date as your preliminary hearing, but it'll be in the afternoon. So on October 23rd, you'll have that preliminary hearing at 8:30. The evidentiary hearing to determine whether or not you are bond eligible after that hearing will be at 1:30. So practically, what that means is that you will stay in custody without being able to post bail at least until that hearing on the 23rd at 1:30. Do you understand that information?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Padron. You can step back and get your paperwork. Mark Niedermeyer, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Travion Bolden, if you would please work your way to the second chair inside the door. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Mark Everett Anthony Niedermeyer, 42367.
Thank you very much, sir. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of theft or being in control of stolen property, that is a Class 3 felony, 1 count of burglary, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 20th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing on the 23rd. They will both be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. On these allegations, you have a $5,000 secured appearance bond. Secured appearance means you can use a bonding company to post that if you choose to. If you do post that bond and you're released from custody, you cannot return to the scene where any of the alleged underlying events took place. You could not have contact with any alleged victims or witnesses, and you would be prohibited from possessing any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I do, when I was talking to the pretrial services guy, I do have an address that I can go to. Am I eligible for pretrial services?
Well, it's not a matter of eligibility. So release conditions are imposed based on a combination of factors that Arizona law requires the court to consider. In this case, the factors weighed in favor of a bond, those factors being an apparent 13 prior failures to appear in court, as well as 5 prior felony convictions, at least one of which is identical to one of the allegations in the new case. So when I weighed the factors that Arizona law requires me to, it came out that it was my determination that bond was necessary and appropriate to secure your appearance in court and the safety of the community. Any other questions, Mr.
So
Niedermeyer?
I won't be able to get out for pretrial services?
The only way to get out of custody is to post that bond.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Danny Balzer, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Nikolay Sandoval, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Danny Dean Balzer, 4/12/1979.
Thank you, Mr. Balzer. You are here on an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is 1 count of unlawful imprisonment. It is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support that allegation, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 20th, and then you'll have a preliminary hearing October 23rd. Both of them will be at 8:30, and they'll both be in the Superior Court downtown. On those allegations, you have a $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot return to the scene where the underlying alleged events took place, at least until your first court hearing on the 20th. You could not have contact with the alleged victim, again, at least until that first hearing. If you are released from custody, you could not possess any weapons and you could not consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Whether or not you remain in custody, if any orders of protection have been or are later served upon you, you must strictly comply with the terms of those orders. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
I see 5 major doctors because I have a.
You don't have to show me. I believe you. Go ahead and tell me.
I have a quadruple bypass. So I see a cardiologist. I see a neuro for my legs. I'm also seeing a cancer doctor, a regular primary doctor, and also a diabetes doctor.
Okay.
I just don't know if I could at least try to get on like a court thing, possibly get released, so I can at least try to keep my appointments.
So 2 things that I will tell you.
Okay.
The first thing I'll tell you is you will have to post that bond in order to be eligible for release. So if you post that bond, you would get out of custody and you could go to whatever appointments you have. Your movement would not be restricted upon your release, other than you can't go back to the location where it happened.
Right.
If you don't post that bond and you have medical appointments or medical needs between now and at least your first hearing on the 20th, you would still be in custody, but your medical care would be the responsibility of the sheriff's office. So if you don't get that bond posted and you're going to stay in custody and you know there's something that you need between now and the 20th, I would say make sure you're communicating that to jail staff so that they can get you seen by medical. You can do that here if you want to, but if you don't post that bond, you'll be transferred to a different facility that's a little bit more permanent. So it is likely the staff at that location that you would want to communicate those medical needs to.
Okay, I've not had my medication over 24 hours, almost 2 days.
So you can tell the officers here, they can try to get you seen by medical, but if you don't post that bond, please make sure you reiterate that to the staff at wherever you end up. Okay, any other questions?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Travion Bolden, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Selena Castaneda, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Travion Bolden, March 30th, 1992.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bolden. You are here on an allegation that you have violated Term 1 of your probation. It looks like the alleged Term 1 violation relates to a Gilbert case involving failure to comply with a court order. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in the Superior Court probation proceedings. Your next hearing in that matter will be a revocation arraignment hearing, October 21st. It will be at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On that probation violation allegation, you have a $2,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or drugs without a valid prescription. And if any orders of protection or orders against harassment are currently served upon you and in place, you must continue to comply with the terms of those orders. Okay, Mr. Bolden, do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can step back and get your paperwork. Nicolay Sandoval, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Jesus Sanchez, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Nicolay Johan Jason Sandoval, September 19th, 1988.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sandoval. You are here on a probation violation warrant. A petition to revoke your probation has been filed. It alleges that you have violated terms 3, 5, 7, and 11 of your probation. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in the probation proceedings. Your next court hearing will be a revocation arraignment hearing. It is scheduled for October 21st. It'll be at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $750 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription.
Is there a way I could be released on my own? I just barely... See, I ended up getting evicted, and that's when I lost contact with Bianca. And prior to that, we were in great contact. Okay, I'm now in a stable house, I have a stable job now. I have a stable number. There's no way that communication is going to be any type of problem like that. And I'm the only one who takes care of my 1-year-old daughter. I'm trying, ma'am, I will make it to court. If you could see, I've been making it to court. In the past when I have had to make bond, just right now at this time, it is a little hard. But I promise you, I will make it to court. I'm not barely, but for the past, I want to say month, everything is starting to get stable, and I cannot lose this job that I have right now. And I cannot have any issues going on with my 1-year-old daughter. I will make it to court.
Sure, Mr. Sandoval, here's what I'll tell you. I'm glad to hear that things are falling into place for you. I hope that continues. The basis of this petition to revoke is not simply about where you were living. It looks like the last attempt to contact your probation officer occurred in either March or April. This original petition to revoke was issued in May of this year. So that tells me that you've had about 5 months to reconnect with your probation officer, and that has not happened. So the bond in this case is not imposed because somebody believes that you will not appear in court. It's based on a combination of factors as to how you've allegedly violated your probation, your residence, and contacting your probation officer being 2 of those. The other are failing to submit to drug testing and failing, it looks like, to establish a payment on restitution.
I understand that, ma'am. And I don't understand how it's been that long.
Yeah, I don't know either. You'll have to talk to your lawyer, and your lawyer will have information from adult probation about the substantive matters.
Is there a way that I could be released even with the ankle monitor?
I can't put you on an ankle monitor because you're already being monitored by adult probation. So you'll have to post that bond in order to get out of custody.
Can you lower my bond by chance?
I cannot. I'm not the one that imposed that bond. That bond was issued by the probation judge that reviewed that petition to revoke. And so I'm not willing to override that judge's determination as to what was necessary and appropriate in their probation case.
This is the first time that I've even violated.
Talk to your lawyer. Talk to your lawyer about the circumstances of that. If this is truly the first time you've been violated, it's unlikely that the probation court would revoke you. They'll likely give you another chance on probation. But that's all information that you'll have to talk to your lawyer about and work out with the probation court. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I can't be released.
Well, you can if you post that bond. Okay, Selena Castaneda, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Sarah Holder, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Selena Virginia Francesca Castaneda, August 12, 2000.
Thank you very much, Ms. Castaneda. You are here on 3 different matters. The first matter that you're here on is an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is 1 count of burglary. It is a Class 3 felony. The other 2 matters you're here on are allegations that that new burglary charge violated Term 1 of your probation in each of those 2 probation cases. I did find probable cause to support the burglary allegation and the Term 1 violations. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in all 3 cases. Your next court hearing in the new case will be a status conference October 20th, and then you'll have a preliminary hearing October 23rd. Your next hearing on the 2 probation cases will be a revocation arraignment hearing. That will be October 21st. So your hearings will be the 20th, the 21st, and the 23rd. They will all be at 8:30 in the morning, and they'll all be in the Superior Court downtown. On each of these 3 cases, you have a $500 secured appearance bond. So your total bond is $1,500. It is all secured appearance. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot return to the scene where the alleged burglary took place. You could not have contact with the alleged victim, any witnesses or alleged co-defendants of that allegation, if there are any and you know who they are. If you are released from custody, you also cannot possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Castaneda. You can step back and get your paperwork. Jesus Sanchez, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Gordon Donahue, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Jesus Sanchez Chaboya, 62
82.
Thank you very much. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and 2 counts of criminal trespassing, both Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 29th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing October 31st. They will both be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. I am inclined to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. That means you would get out of custody today. You would not be required to post a bond. Upon your release from custody, you would be responsible for getting yourself to both of your next court hearings. You would also be required to contact pretrial services once you're out of custody. You would get their contact information in a packet with your release paperwork. Once you're out of custody, you would also be ordered not to return to the scene where either alleged trespassing offense took place. You could not attempt to contact any victims or witnesses, the homeowners at those locations or that location, and you could not possess any drugs without a valid prescription once you were out of custody. Do you understand those conditions, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork.
Okay.
Sarah Holder, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. David Velarde, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Sarah Kinflon Holder, June 4th, 2000.
Thank you, Ms. Holder. You are here on an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is 1 count of fraudulent use of a credit card. It is a Class 5 felony. I did find probable cause to support that allegation, and I've appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 29th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing October 31st. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance on this allegation with some conditions. The first of those conditions is that you not return to the scene where the underlying alleged event took place and that you not have contact with any alleged victims. If that means that I'm ordering you not to return to your primary residence, upon release, you would be required to find an alternate residence at least until your first hearing on October 29th. If that applied to you, but you needed to go back to that location, perhaps because it is your primary residence, that's where your clothing, toothbrush is, you could go back to that location accompanied by a law enforcement officer one time to retrieve any items that you have at that location that you might need between your release and at least your first hearing on the 29th. In addition, upon your release from custody, you would also be ordered not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions, Ms. Holder, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond? Okay, thank you very much. You can step back and get your paperwork. Gordon Donahue, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. David Reyes, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Gordon Donahue, 1987.
19, not 79?
No.
January, not July? Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Tracy, will you check that, please? It's right on the warrant. Okay, you are here on a failure to comply with court terms warrant issued by the San Marcos Justice Court. The underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor shoplifting allegation. Because that's a misdemeanor allegation, you don't qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't already have a lawyer working with you in that case, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer to defend you going forward. Your next hearing on this warrant will be an arraignment hearing. It will take place October 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning in the San Marcos Justice Court. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance, so you would get out of custody without having to post a bond, and then you would be responsible for getting yourself to your hearing on the 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning. Upon your release, in addition to getting to that court hearing on your own, you would also be ordered not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Donahue, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork.
Thank you.
David Velarde, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Linda Dascombe, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
David Michael Velarde, 2/18 of 67.
Thank you, Mr. Velarde. You are here on a failure to appear warrant issued by the Hacienda Justice Court. The underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended license allegation. Because that is a misdemeanor matter, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't already have a lawyer working with you in that case, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer to represent you. Your next court hearing on this warrant will be an arraignment hearing October 29th. It will be at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Hacienda Justice Court. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance, so you would get out of custody today without having to post a bond, and then you would be responsible for getting yourself to the Hacienda Justice Court October 29th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Upon your release from custody, you would also be ordered not to operate a motor vehicle if, in fact, you do not have a valid driver's license. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Velarde, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if released without a bond?
I do, ma'am, but I'm being remanded for 60 days on a...
Are you did you self-surrender for something?
No, I was in Superior Court this morning and got my sentencing on a plea agreement.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Are you telling me that on the 29th you will be in custody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then, Mr. Velarde, is I'm going to modify your release conditions. I'm going to give you a small $50 bond. That's going to do two things. One, it's going to make sure that that court hearing gets entered into the MCSO system. Are you going to be in MCSO custody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it will make sure that that hearing gets entered into the MCSO system, so then when your hearing date comes, they will transport you to that court hearing.
Okay.
Without a bond, MCSO will not enter this hearing. So if I were to just release you on this and you were in custody, nobody would take you and you'd pick up another warrant there.
Okay.
The second thing it's going to do is, well, I guess it's going to do more than two things. The second thing it's going to do is change your hearing date. So your hearing date, instead of being the 29th, will now be the 17th. Will you be in custody on the 17th? Are you remanded right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, they were transporting me over here trying to get me into court so I didn't have to.
Well, I'm glad they made it. All right. So so you'll have a $50 bond. So here, Mr. Velarde, I can't tell you what to do, but I strongly encourage you not to post that bond.
No.
Because if you post it, you'll be released on this case, but you're not going to get out of custody.
Yes.
So same thing would happen. Nobody would transport you to this hearing. I think the last thing that will do is it will entitle you to a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of that bond issue. So, Mr. Velarde, I guess I want to make clear to you that I'm not putting a bond on this case as some sort of penalty or to try and make you have an additional financial responsibility. It is primarily to get you transported to court. So when you get to your court hearing on the 17th, you will have a court-appointed lawyer for that bond issue. Please let that lawyer know that we had this conversation. Say, hey, the judge told me that she put the bond on the case to make sure I showed up here. Your lawyer can communicate that to the Hacienda judge and they can work out that bond issue. So hopefully you don't have to pay it, and then you get to court and hopefully you can resolve whatever's going on in Hacienda on that day.
Okay. The Hacienda court, is that in Youngtown, ma'am?
No, I think it is in Surprise. Does somebody already have his other paperwork? Did you just hand it back to her? Yeah. Give me 1 second and I'll give you the actual address.
Because I believe that's going to be just miscommunication because... The
warrant?
Yes. Because I've been taking care of my fine that I've already gone through my courts over there in Youngtown.
Yeah, I don't think there's a justice court affiliated with us in Youngtown. So you may have had Youngtown municipal matters.
Which is Hacienda?
No, Hacienda is a Maricopa County Justice Court. So the address of the Hacienda Court is 14264 West Tierra Buena Lane. Yeah, it's in Surprise. It's in the Northwest Regional Court Center, the Superior Court compound in Surprise.
Okay.
You'll have the date, time, and address of that court in your paperwork. You're also going to get their phone number, and you'll get the phone number. You'll get the phone number to the court. So I suppose it's possible for you to try to call the Hacienda court and maybe work this out before that hearing if you want to. It's in 3 days, so I'm not At the pace of government work, I'm not confident anything could get done in that short amount of time, but it's possible. So if you want to give them a call and say, hey, I don't know what this is about, I have the warrant, I have a court date, and if it is something you could handle from in custody, or you could call somebody on the outside and say, hey, can you do this for me? Maybe you could get that resolved, but if not, MCSO now, so long as you don't post that bond, will take you to that court hearing on the 17th. A lawyer will be present for you there, and then hopefully on that day you can resolve this, or at least have a better understanding of what you would have to do to resolve it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Velarde. You can step back and get your paperwork. David Reyes, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Douglas Rogers, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is David Reyes, July 6, 1988.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes, and good afternoon to you. You are here on a failure to appear warrant issued by the Agua Fria Justice Court. The underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended license allegation. Because it is a misdemeanor, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't already have a lawyer working with you in that case, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer at your own expense. Your next court hearing on that warrant will be an arraignment hearing November 3rd. It will be at 10:30 in the morning in the Agua Fria Justice Court. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance, so you would get out of custody, and then you would be responsible for getting yourself to that hearing November 3rd at 10:30. Once you are out of custody, you could not operate a motor vehicle so long as you don't have a valid driver's license.
Understand.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Reyes. Do you agree that you'll abide by those conditions if you're released without a bond?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you. You
Thank
can
you.
step back and get your paperwork. Linda Dascombe, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Linda Dascombe, 12/23/2004.
Thank you very much. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of obstruction, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did not find probable cause to support any of those allegations. My finding of no probable cause does not mean that they are legally dismissed. It is possible that the county attorney's office will file charges on these allegations, but what my finding of no probable cause does mean is that you will be released from custody today without any release restrictions except for one, and that one restriction is that you attend court hearings. So you will have a status conference on October 29th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing October 31st, both of them at 8:30, both in the Superior Court downtown. When you go to court on the 29th, you will find out whether the county attorney has filed charges in this case. If they have, you're entitled to a court-appointed lawyer, so a public defender would be present to represent you. If the county attorney files charges and you do not go to court on the 29th, that court will issue a warrant for your arrest. What that means is at some point you would be arrested on that warrant. You'd have to come back through here and do all of this again until you make it to court. So you're going to get out of custody today. The only thing that you have to remember once you're out of custody is that you have to get yourself back downtown on the 29th and the 31st at 8:30 in the morning. Do you understand that information? Okay, thank you, Ms. Dascombe. You can step back and get your paperwork. Douglas Rogers, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Oh, come on right here behind this podium if you would, please. All right, can I have your name and date of birth?
Douglas Paul Rogers, 6374.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. You are here on 2 different matters. The first matter that you're here on is an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is 1 count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony. The other allegation you're here on is that dangerous drug allegation violated the terms of your probation. I did not find probable cause to support the dangerous drug allegation, which means I also did not find probable cause to support the alleged probation violation. What that means, Mr. Rogers, is that you will be released from custody today.
Yeah.
You will have no release restrictions except for one. That release restriction is that you attend court hearings. So you will have to go to a status conference October 29th, a preliminary hearing October 31st, and a probation hearing October 21st, all of them at 8:30 downtown. You are entitled to a court-appointed lawyer in both cases. So if the county attorney files charges in these matters, a lawyer will be present at each of those next court hearings to represent you. But leaving the courtroom today, you will get out of custody, and the only thing you have to remember once you're out is that you have to go to your next court hearings on the 21st, 29th, and 31st.
I want to be out. I don't want to go have to be a citizen to go to court. I have to be a citizen to go to court.
You can, if you don't go to court, a warrant's going to be issued for your arrest. So you'll just keep coming back here. So you can make whatever choices you want leaving, but you will get out of custody today. You can step back and get your paperwork. All right, go ahead and get your paperwork. Thanks, Mr. Rogers.
Wait, 26, can I have the paperwork?
He has your paperwork right there. Yep. All right, number 3 on the calendar, Eric Bustamante Guzman, date of birth 3/9/97, is not in the courtroom because he poses a danger to himself. He is here on an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is 1 count of resisting arrest, which is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support that allegation, and I've appointed a lawyer to defend him. His next court hearings will be a status conference October 20th and then a preliminary hearing October 23rd. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On that allegation, he has a $1,500 secured appearance bond. If anything changes after I visit Mr. Guzman's cell side, the court's final orders regarding the conditions of his release will be reflected in his written release order. That concludes the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar. This court will stand in recess until 5 p.m.
All right.
Todos de pie. Por favor, tomen asiento. For the record, Your Honor, Sylvia Fisher, court interpreter. Are we going to be proceeding consecutively with the advisement and then simultaneously with the actual information for the actual defendant, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am, that would be my preference.
All right, thank you so much. Just wanted to confirm.
Thank you. Okay. Good evening. This is the initial appearance calendar for 5 p.m. on October 14th, 2025.
Buenas tardes. Estas son las vistas iniciales de las 5 de la tarde para 14 de octubre del 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of October shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Las órdenes judiciales en cuanto a la toma de huellas dactilares y muestras de ADN que se emitieron durante la primera lista de causas durante el mes de octubre también se aplicarán a todas las audiencias en esta lista de causas.
As you heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing.
Como escucharon durante la grabación, esta es una audiencia muy específica.
I will tell you why you are here and if an attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Les voy a decir la razón por la cual se encuentran aquí y si se les ha asignado un abogado para representarlos.
I will tell you when and where your next court hearing will be.
Les voy a decir dónde y cuándo se llevará a cabo su siguiente cita judicial.
If you are eligible for release, I will explain your release conditions and what bond amount is set.
Si reúnen los requisitos para que se le ponga en libertad, les voy a explicar cuáles van a ser sus condiciones de libertad y cuál va a ser su fianza.
I will not read all of the release conditions to you. That is your responsibility to review.
No les voy a leer todas sus condiciones de libertad, es su responsabilidad leer todas.
These are all criminal matters, and this hearing is being recorded and broadcast, so you do have the right to remain silent.
Todas esas audiencias son audiencias en materia penal, se están grabando y se están transmitiendo, entonces tienen el derecho a guardar silencio.
I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth.
Solamente les voy a pedir que me den sus nombres completos y sus fechas de nacimiento.
I will call you in one at a time. There is a podium here in the center of the room.
Les voy a convocar para que ingresen a la sala de forma individual. Deben acercarse al podio que se encuentra en el centro de la sala.
I will call the second person to have a seat by the door.
Voy a llamar a la segunda persona. Esa persona debe tomar asiento en la silla que está por la puerta.
We will begin with Christian Aguilar. Please come to the podium.
Vamos a comenzar con Cristian Aguilar. Por favor, acérquese al podio.
Joseph Tejeda, have a seat by the door.
Joseph Tejeda en la puerta que está por la puerta de la sala. En la silla que está por la puerta de la sala.
Hi,
You are going to get a headset, and once you put it on, cover your ears so that you can hear the Spanish translation.
Le van a dar unos audífonos que ya tiene puestos. Por favor, tápese el oído que no tiene el audífono, por favor, para que pueda escuchar al intérprete.
Okay.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Por favor, diga su nombre. Señor, ¿ocupa usted intérprete?
No.
Your Honor, he has indicated to the interpreter that he does not need an interpreter.
Hay palabras que no entiendo. So,
Okay, there are words that I don't understand.
yeah.
Okay.
So I might need a little help.
I might need a little
Okay.
help.
Thank you. We'll proceed with your assistance, please.
Of course, Your Honor, but if you could indicate to the defendant that means that he needs to answer all questions in Spanish.
Absolutely. Please listen for the interpreter, allow her to finish, and then answer or speak in Spanish.
Okay.
Entonces tiene que esperar a la intérprete, tiene que dejar que la intérprete termine de hablar y usted tiene que contestar únicamente en español si requiere los servicios de la intérprete.
Okay.
Okay.
And we can begin simultaneous translation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Cristian Aguilar, 1-22-86.
Cristian Aguilar, 12286.
You are here on a new Superior Court case. It is alleged that you committed one count of dangerous drug possession for sale, which is a Class 2 felony. This court did not find probable cause on that allegation. It is also alleged that you committed one count possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, which is a Class 4 felony, one count theft, control of stolen property, which is a Class 6 felony, one count drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony, and then one count driving under the influence, which is a misdemeanor. The court did find probable cause on those allegations and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It is a secured appearance bond of $25,000. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. All of this information is on your paperwork. Please, do you have a question?
Entonces, no voy a salir me van a echar a la cárcel esta noche.
Perdón, otra vez, no le escuché.
Me van a encerrar en la cárcel esta noche, entonces.
So I want to know if I'm going to be locked up in jail tonight.
If you are able to pay the bond, you will be released today. If you are not able...
¿Qué viene siendo cuánto es lo que tengo que pagar?
How much is it that I have to pay?
It is a secured appearance bond of $25,000.
Pero ¿qué es lo más mínimo que puedo poner?
But what's the minimum that I could pay with respect to that amount?
You may work that out.
$25,000?
How much would the minimum be?
You may work that out with a bail bondsman in the detention facility.
Okay.
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 Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Okay. Ms. Sierra, that was our only Spanish speaker for the beginning of our hearing. Thank you very much for your service.
Of course, Your Honor. Would you like the interpreter to inquire with the gallery just in case and ask them to raise their hand just to make sure that there are no other Spanish speakers that need the services of the interpreter?
Yes, please do, but we do know there is one that we will not be seeing directly.
Okay. If you don't, would you still like the interpreter to inquire? If not, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Actually, we'll pass this time, but thank you for your persistence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Joseph Tejeda, please come to the podium. Roland Cawson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joseph Tejada, 41162.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It is alleged that you violated terms 12 and 21D of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be a probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will be downtown Phoenix on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Based on the violations of your probation and under Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C, you are not eligible for release today. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and their phone number is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Roland Cawson, please come to the podium. Pablo Terrazas, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Roland Cawson, March 6, 1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated term 8 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing, which will be a probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will be downtown on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Based on the nature of the violation that occurred, and under Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C, you are not eligible for release today. But your attorney's phone number is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
I have an affidavit filled out, and I would like to pass that if you're going to be the judge presiding over that case.
I will not be the judge. I am
Okay.
only the initial appearance hearing officer, so I just tell you why you are here, when your next hearing will be, and if you're eligible for release, what the conditions are.
Okay, understood, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, please have a seat. Thank you, sir. Pablo Terrazas, please come to the podium. And then Scott Demuth, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Pablo Terrazas, 7886.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. There is an allegation, one count of committing murder in the second degree, which is a Class 1 felony. Also one count of resisting arrest, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. The county recommended, and this court is going to affirm, a $1 million cash-only appearance bond. If you were to make that bond, you would be released with electronic monitoring and no contact conditions, including not to return to the scene of the alleged crime and have no contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And the victims also do include family members and other people. You are not to possess any weapons or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your next hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. And again, your attorney's phone number that has been appointed to you is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Scott Demuth, please come to the podium. Devin Vega, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
It's Scott Robert Demuth. It's 11/30/1991.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here today for a new case. It was alleged that you committed one count of aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing. That is a Class 4 felony. 2 counts of aggravated assault, which is violating a protective order. That is a Class 6 felony. And then 1 count of disobeying or resisting a mandate of the court. That is a misdemeanor in the way that they alleged it.
Yes, ma'am.
This court did find probable cause on these allegations and so has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If you are able to make that bond, you'll be released with an electronic monitoring device and you will be having curfew restrictions. Also, there are conditions of your release which include no contact orders. So do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If an order of protection is issued against you, you must follow that. It is a court order. And also no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, do not possess or consume it. I understand that you may reside at the same location as the alleged victim. And since there is that no contact order in place, even if you are the owner or the renter, you may not return there, except you may go one time with a law enforcement escort. You have to arrange that ahead of time in order to retrieve necessary items like your ID, medication, clothing for your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Devin Vega, please come to the podium. Christopher Harbison, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Devin Zachary Vega, 09/06/1992.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant, and what happened here is you removed your ankle monitor.
No, ma'am.
And so a warrant was issued for your arrest. So I can read it to you. All right. The defendant has absconded from his court-ordered pretrial services, electronic supervision, and his current whereabouts are unknown. That's what the warrant issued says. So the court found reasonable cause to believe that the violation was committed, and so issued a warrant for your arrest. So that is why you're here today. This court does believe that warrant constitutes probable cause. An attorney is appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It is a secured appearance bond of $100,000. If you are able to make that bond, you will be fitted with another electronic monitoring device, and then you have the same release conditions that were stated before. Did you have a question, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I came into this jail with the ankle monitor on. I communicated to my probation officer and the judge prior, who I'm currently have court on the 20th. The battery, my vehicle was impounded, so the battery was not charged, and I communicated everything through my probation. Giovanna Howard, she said she would issue to squash the warrant and reinstate me to pretrial services. So that's the reason I'm on the matter. And then I'm also already on a $50,000 bond, which I'm currently under now.
So unfortunately, looking at this case, none of that is reflected in the docket. That hasn't happened yet. There might be people who have told you they're going to do things, but they haven't done them yet. And so this warrant is still valid. So these are the court's orders at this time. If your attorney is able to contact the court who's overseeing your case and get that warrant quashed, then this would be changed. But as of right now, this is still a valid warrant.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Christopher Harbison, please come to the podium. And then Theodore Sinsabao, have a seat by the door.
Hello,
Please
Your
say
Honor.
your name and date of birth.
Christopher Harbison, January 14th, 1997, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're here today on two matters. One of them is a new case. It is alleging that you committed aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond under your new matter. It is a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If you are able to make that bond, you will continue to be supervised by your probation officer. There are some no-contact orders, though. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And, of course, make sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Your other matter before the court is a probation violation warrant. This is a Term 1 violation of probation and a new alleged criminal activity. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing downtown Phoenix. That will be October 21st. At 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for you there at $1,000.
Okay.
So together you have a
$51,000 bond.
And it is secured. So if you are able to make that bond, make sure you go to your 2 hearings and call your probation officer.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are not able to make the bond, you'll remain in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing, and the next judges may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Theodore Sinsabao, please come to the podium. Christopher Canales, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
My name is Theodore Sitzabal, June 6th, 77.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. There is allegations of aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It's a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If you are able to pay that bond, you do have no contact orders. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants, or co-defendant. So make sure everybody reads your order. Sometimes there are things like that in there. If there is an order of harassment issued against you, be sure to follow that as well. If you cannot pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Christopher Canales, please come to the podium. Matthew Muse, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
It's Christopher Anthony Canales, and my date of birth is 5/26/92.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case where it's alleged that you committed aggravated assault entering a residence. That is a Class 6 felony. And then criminal damage or defacement, which is a Class 6 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. On your new case, you are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $25,000. If you are able to make that bond, you'll be released to pretrial services with alcohol testing and monitoring, as well as electronic monitoring. You do have no contact orders, no returning to the scene of the alleged crime or any contact with any alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Again, make sure you review all the orders. Your other matter here today, though, is a separate Superior Court arrest warrant. So this is a direct complaint, and this direct complaint comes from July 2nd, 2023. So it alleges that you had possession or use of narcotic drugs, which is a Class 4 felony. So on this one, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is October 20th, and that's at 8:30 in the morning, and it's a $50 secured appearance bond for that direct complaint. Now, I want to caution you, sir, if you had been picked up on that direct complaint prior to your new case, and you were on felony release for that direct complaint, and then you had this new case, you would not be eligible for release at all under the statutes.
Okay.
So because this direct complaint is about a thing that happened formerly, but you have never been processed and put on felony release, you are eligible still for bond.
Okay.
But I just want to caution you, any new alleged felonies that might happen when you are on felony release will result in you being held without bond.
Okay.
Okay. So you have the $50 for your old item, and now you have the $25,000 for your new allegations. So $25 and $50. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your two hearings. If you are not able to pay that bond, you will be held in custody and be transported to those hearings, and the next judge can change these orders. Your attorney's phone number is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Yes. Matthew Muse, please come to the podium. Anjuan Martin, have a seat by the door.
Hello.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Matthew Scott Muse, 12/19/1986.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a grand jury warrant. The grand jury found that on September 23rd of 2024, you may have had narcotic drugs in your possession or use, which is a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of dangerous drug possession for your own use, which is a Class 4 felony, possession or use of drugs in a drug-free zone, which is a Class 4 felony, and then drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. So the grand jury found probable cause and issued a warrant for your arrest. You do have an attorney appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. The grand jury warrant is set at $1,500 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing. and then follow the other release conditions. If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll remain in custody. You'll be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Anjuan Martin, please come to the podium. Yossi Taylor Randjelovic, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Anjuan Martin, September 21st, 2005.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here today on a new case.
Okay.
There's allegations, 1 count of theft or control of stolen property, that's a Class 3 felony.
Okay.
1 count of having liquor in your body and you're under 21, that's a misdemeanor. 1 count of liquor in a minor's possession, also a misdemeanor. 1 count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, also a misdemeanor. 1 count of consuming liquor in public, a misdemeanor. And then 1 count of failing to admit that you had a deadly weapon, also a misdemeanor. So the felony is why you're in my courtroom today. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. The bond is set a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to pay that bond, you'll be released under pretrial services with electronic monitoring. That does restrict where you can go and when you can go places. In fact, this one is you may not leave your home except during the hours set by your pretrial services officer. So you'll need to explain to them if you work or go to school.
Correct.
You're not to have any contact with any co-defendants or minors between now and your next hearing date. So depending on where you live, you need to make arrangements that you're not in contact with anyone under 18 between now and your next hearing date.
I understand.
Okay. If you're not able to make this bond, you will remain in custody and you'll be transported to your next hearing, and that judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Yossi Taylor Randjelovic, please come to the podium. Jay Roach, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Yossi Taylor Randjelovic, 12/06/05.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize for mispronouncing your name. You're here today on a new case. There's allegations of 1 count of unlawful means of transportation as a passenger, that's a Class 6 felony. 1 count carrying a deadly weapon with failing to admit. 1 count liquor as a minor in possession. 1 count liquor allowing customers to bring on the premises. I think that is talking about the liquor. 1 count of liquor under 21 in your body, and 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon as a person under 21 years old. So you're not 21 yet. Okay.
Correct.
So because you are not 21 yet, there are these misdemeanors that apply to you, sir. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to pay the bond, you will be released with electronic monitoring device. You will have that on until the next hearing. You are not to have any contact with the co-defendants, and you're not to have contact with minors, and by minors, it means people under 18 years old. So depending on if you are able to get released where you go home to, you need to make arrangements that between now and October 20th, you're not in contact with minors. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, and you will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Jay Roach, please come to the podium. Bellamy Otmar, have a seat by the door. Bellamy Otmar, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jerry Roach, 22582.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, And your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It's a secured appearance bond of $750. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Bellamy Otmar, please come to the podium. Warren Mark, have a seat by the door. Thank you, sir. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Bellamy Teresa Otmar, 7/27/76.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a municipal court warrant alleging shoplifting, which is a misdemeanor. An attorney will be appointed for you at the next hearing, and that will be in the Carefree Cave Creek Consolidated Court. That is on October 21st at 9 a.m. You will be continued. There is bond available to you. It is a secured appearance bond of $500. If you're able to pay that bond, you would be supervised by your probation officer. You do have some no contact orders, including not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the complainants, victims, witnesses. If you're out of custody, I have provided the Cave Creek phone number for you to call ahead and make arrangements to make sure you can get this taken care of.
Okay.
Your other matter here today is a probation violation warrant. It's alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your upcoming probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will also be, looks like it's also, they are on the same day, October 21st. So that is not going to be possible for you. So on your paperwork is your attorney's phone number, as well as the Carefree phone number. I encourage you to call and find out which one can switch the hearing.
Okay.
Most likely Carefree will change the hearing date for you.
Okay.
But just so you know, they are on the same day at the same time.
Okay.
Your bond for your probation violation is $250. So altogether, that is a $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay it all, then make sure you contact them and figure out which hearing date will get moved so that you can attend both hearings. You also need to call your probation officer.
Okay.
If you are not able to make your bond, you will remain in custody and you'll be transported to your hearings. But again, let your attorney know then, if you're not able to make the bond, that you have this other hearing going on so they can assist you so that you don't get a failure to appear warrant.
Okay.
Okay. All this information is on your paperwork. Please go ahead and take your paperwork and follow the officer's direction.
Thank you.
Thank you. Warren Marks, please come to the podium. Vanessa Nunez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Yeah, Warren Marks, 10/2/68.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is the failing to appear at your probation non-witness violation hearing on October 13th. So that was just yesterday. There must be another one. One moment, please. Yeah, the other one says October 13th as well. So that was just yesterday. An attorney has been appointed to assist you in both of these cases. Did you go to your hearing?
My attorney, in fact, so my last probation meeting with my probation officer, I gave her the date of the 13th, okay? But then a little bit later, my attorney told me that it was going to be that Friday. So I didn't go yesterday, but I did get a message from my attorney, and so I called him back. And of course, it took a little while to get through, and I said, I don't know what the confusion was. I hope there's no warrants for my arrest. Anyway, I didn't hear back from him. So this morning I emailed him, and ironically, I had a probation, obviously I had to meet with my probation. It was my monthly meeting. I was sitting in the foyer waiting to see her, and I was responding to his email that I don't know what's going on. I'm at my probation officer's, and at this point, of course, I had no idea that I was going to be arrested. So my mom had already agreed to take me to court on this Friday. Yeah, I'm not trying to avoid anything, so it was a confusion of some sort.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you for giving me that story. I do appreciate it.
Well, yeah, thank you.
So I am going to change this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you're going to be released today on your promise to go to your hearings, which
Thank
it
you.
sounds like you have been making attempts to do, and
Thank
I
you so
can
much.
read exactly what you just told me in the APETS notes. So you do have a new hearing date. It's still October 21st.
So that's Monday.
Yep, it
Okay.
didn't change whether you're in or out of custody. They want to see you right away.
But you're letting me go to
Now that you are going to be out of custody, make sure you go to that hearing on the 21st. Even if someone tells you otherwise, just show up and
Okay.
say, I'm here, let's get this taken care of.
Thank you so much.
I actually know the judge who issued the warrants, so he won't be too mad at me, I think, because they really don't appreciate
Actually,
that.
my probation officer wasn't going to let me go to my own daughter's wedding that was I only have one daughter, out of state. And I went over her head, and he said that I could go. So I was only gone 3 days. I came back, and so,
Okay. All right, so you'll get your paperwork in a few minutes.
Okay.
If you'd like to have a seat, and please have patience as they out-process you today.
Pardon me, that I didn't catch it.
They will out-process you, but just have patience.
Patience. I hated that word. Okay, but thank you.
Okay, please have a seat.
Thank you so much.
Vanessa Nunez, please come to the podium. Marjorie Loke, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Vanessa Nunez, 7691.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for probation violation warrants. It is alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation, so an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is a probation revocation arraignment hearing on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. One of your warrants has a $100 bond. The other one is a $50 bond. So you have a secured appearance bond of $150. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay that bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Marjorie Laux, please come to the podium.
Me?
Please say your name and date of birth.
Marjorie Laux, 9878.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for failing to appear at your probation non-witness violation hearing was on August 13th of
I was
this
already
year.
in Orange, so I couldn't have gotten they didn't get me, so.
So you were in custody?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we set a new hearing for you.
Okay.
It is now October 21st at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I have set a bond for you, cash only $50, but if
But I'm
you,
not paying.
yeah, don't pay it if you're not going to get released, but this will make sure that you get transported to the hearing
Okay,
by having that bond on your record.
okay.
Okay, so all the information's on your paperwork, including your attorney's phone number, the hearing date and time.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
please
ma'am.
take your paperwork, have a seat. All right. And then I can do a house call while you are calling the interpreter. We have quite a few house calls on our list today. Number 32 is not following instructions. His name is Andrew Glenn Perriott. Date of birth 9/24/1982. It's a new case alleging aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a Class 3 felony, disorderly conduct, threatening intimidation, and assault causing injury. Those are all misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist him on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. He is eligible for a secured appearance bond of $15,000 released under pretrial services. He does have no contact orders, including reminding to follow or obey terms of any order of protection or order of harassment that may be issued against him. The next person is Tommy Cerna, and that his date of birth is 10/5/1985. It's a municipal court warrant, and he actually has two. It's for criminal trespassing. He's not entitled to an attorney because of the misdemeanor. It's at Peoria Municipal Court, November 3rd at 9 a.m. He is being released today on his promise to go to his hearing. His other matter, again, of municipal court warrant for criminal trespassing and drug paraphernalia, still both misdemeanors, also at Peoria Court, and that one is on November 3rd as well at 9 a.m. And he does have their phone number and restrictions listed. Okay, do we have an interpreter on the line?
Interpreter is present. Name Julie, ID 705 at Lambridge.
Thank you, Ms. Julie. My name is Commissioner Gentry, and this is the initial appearance court. And I just need you to swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English exactly as we say them.
Thank you, Commissioner Gentry. I hereby swear that I take the oath that I will be transmitting directly, word for word, the statement said from English to Spanish, and the defendant as well from Spanish to English, as exactly as they say, to the best of my knowledge and understanding.
Thank you. Hovan Gill, please come to the podium.
Don Gill, por favor, pase al podio, al estrado.
As we have an interpreter today, please make sure to wait for her to finish speaking before you answer.
Como tenemos un intérprete presente, entonces por favor espere que ella termine de hablar antes de usted hacer su declaración.
De acuerdo.
All right.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Por favor, indique su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Mi nombre es Giovanni Oari Gil Arriola. Mi fecha de nacimiento es enero 19 de 1987.
My name is Giovanni Argil Avila, date of birth January 19th, 1987.
Thank you. You are here on a new case.
Gracias. Usted está acá por un nuevo caso.
It was alleged that you committed 8 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, which is a Class 2 felony.
Usted está aquí en un caso se le acusa de que usted ha cometido 8 cargos de explotación sexual de una persona menor de edad, que es un delito grave de clase 2.
I understand you have already been seen on initial allegations, but these are now additional allegations.
Entiendo que usted ya se le había visto en corte por unos alegatos iniciales, unas acusaciones iniciales, y estas son otras acusaciones que se agregan a su caso.
So you will have 2 sets of court orders, one from last night and then one from today.
Así que usted tendrá 2 órdenes judiciales, una por anoche y otra por el día de hoy.
An attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Se le ha ya asignado un abogado para que le asista.
Your next hearing will be October 20th at 8:30 in the morning.
Su próxima audiencia va a ser el día 28 de octubre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Your bond for today is a cash-only appearance bond of $100,000.
su fianza del día de hoy, que es una fianza solo en efectivo por comparecencia por el monto se ha fijado en el monto de $1,000.
You do have conditions of release, and they do include you are not to have any contact with minors.
Usted tiene condiciones para su liberación y entre ellas se incluye que no puede tener contacto con ninguna persona menor de edad.
Also, you are prohibited from using the internet except for work or to communicate with defense counsel.
Usted también tiene prohibido utilizar el internet excepto para fines laborales o para comunicarse con su asesoría de defensa.
The rest of your release conditions are written out on your paperwork.
El resto de sus condiciones para otorgarle su libertad están incluidas en la documentación.
Your attorney's phone number is also on your paperwork.
El número de teléfono de su abogado también lo encontrará en la documentación.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and follow the officer's direction.
Tengo pregunta.
Por favor, tome su documentación y siga las instrucciones de los oficiales. I have some questions.
Go ahead.
El bond dijo que era de $1,000 o $100,000.
Did you say the bond was $1,000 or $100,000?
$100,000.
$100,000.
De acuerdo. ¿Y no puedo salir bajo juramento para que atenderé a mis cortes?
And I cannot leave under oath to be present on court dates?
Could you please repeat that, interpreter?
Yes, he said he's asking if he can leave under oath and just to be present for court dates.
If you pay the bond from today and from last night, you have two bonds.
Usted puede salir en libertad bajo fianza si paga la fianza del día de hoy y la de anoche. Son dos fianzas.
De acuerdo. Gracias.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and follow the officer's direction.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Por favor, tome su documentación y siga las instrucciones de los oficiales.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Julia. I think it was, or Julie. We appreciate your services this evening.
It's been my pleasure, Commissioner Gentry, again. Hope you have a lovely evening, and thank you for calling Lion Village.
Thank you. We have one more person to read in for the house call. His name is Joe Ortiz. He has 3 matters before the court. His new case with the Superior Court are allegations of aggravated criminal damage, defacement of a school, which is a Class 4 felony, dangerous drug possession or use, which is a Class 4 felony. This court found probable cause, appointed an attorney for him at his hearing downtown on October 20th, 8:30 in the morning. His new case, he's eligible for bond. It is $5,000 secured, and he would be supervised by his probation officer. He does have no contact orders as far as returning to the scene of the alleged crime or contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. His other 2 matters are probation violation warrant, or excuse me, one of them is. So it was alleged that he violated terms 3 and 5 of his probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist him at his probation revocation arraignment hearing on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. His bond amount there is $250 with the standard release conditions. And his last matter is a justice court warrant, and this is out of University Lakes Justice Court for allegations of disorderly conduct or fighting. An attorney has been appointed to assist him as there is a secured appearance bond set of $100. His hearing will be October 17th. at 8:30 in the morning. If he's able to pay that bond, he has been ordered to contact his probation officer and go to his hearings. If he is not able to pay the bond, he will remain in custody, be transported to the hearings, and the next judge may change all these orders. So for Mr. Perriott, Cerna, and Ortiz, it is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected in the written orders. At this time, the 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess to 8 p.m. Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 14th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be. If you are eligible for release, I will provide your release conditions as well as any bond that is required. Please remember, I will not read all the release conditions to you, but I may point out a few that are specific to your matter. You are all here on criminal matters. That means you do have the right to remain silent. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. You do not want to discuss the merits of your case. This is being broadcast as well as recorded, so what you say may be held against you. Those would be discussions for you to have with your attorney or with the next judge. I will call you in one at a time. The first person, come and stand in the middle of the room at this podium. And then the second person's name I call, please sit in the chair by the door. That way we can move quickly. We'll begin this evening with Andres Flores. Please come to the podium. And then Tammy, Jamie, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Andres Flores,
March 5th, 1991.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you took contraband into a correctional facility that's a Class 2 felony, as well as dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to have a status conference on these new allegations, and then you'll have an evidentiary hearing on October 23rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. Sir, you are on felony release in another matter, and it looks like you were just released on October 11th, 2025 on a different issue, and then you were picked up for this matter. So unfortunately, because you were on felony release, you are not eligible for release today. You will be held in custody until that evidentiary hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork. You have a question.
Yes, I have questions because I wasn't notified about any of this until I had seen my temp. He had seen the Tempe court for it because I still had the failure to appear. But I'm trying to get it all going. Thankfully, the Tempe was compassionate enough to allow me so I could take care of my stuff because I live with my grandma. My family transportation has gone down over the years, so I'm mostly on the bus or on foot, and then so
this is not an issue of you failing to appear.
I understand that part. What I'm getting to is that no time from when I was going into intake to when I went to the court for Tempe was I notified about we found this, we have this, and anything like that. I didn't find out this until after almost to the ending of my court hearing, and then I'm like, what's going on right here? Because
okay. So, sir, listen carefully. When you were here before and you had an initial appearance hearing here before, on that paperwork, it does explain that if you are alleged to have committed any new felony acts, you will not be eligible for release. That is by statute, and that is what has happened here. You were released, and now you were picked up on a new allegation of felony charges, and so we are not able to release you today. You will remain in custody. Your attorney's phone number is on the paperwork if you want to ask them questions. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Tammy Jamie, please come to the podium. Tyler Edwards, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Tammy Jaime, 2/12/77.
Thank you, ma'am. I apologize for mispronouncing your name.
It's fine.
You're here today on a new case. There's allegations that you had dangerous drugs in your possession for sale, which is a Class 2 felony, that you took contraband into a correctional facility, which is a Class 2 felony, that you had dangerous drugs in your possession possibly for transportation and sale, and it's a different type of charge, also a Class 2 felony, and then 2 counts of street gang or organization, criminal organization, which is a Class 3 felony, 1 count of conspiracy, which is a Class 5 felony. Based on the law enforcement's report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today, but it is a cash-only appearance bond of $150,000. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing and follow your release conditions. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, you'll be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Your attorney's phone number is on the paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Tyler Edwards, please come to the podium. Andrew Simon, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Tyler J. Edwards, 09/07 of 1995, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters, and it appears that they are all out-of-county warrants. So these 3 warrants are all from Pinal County. I was unable to determine, based on the information they provided, whether or not they were pre- or post-adjudication warrants, meaning if you'd already been to see a judge and been convicted or not. They were asking for a no bond, so you would be held without bail warrant. However, because I cannot determine that, I have set bond on each of these warrants. They are secured appearance bond of $25,000 each, so it's a total of $75,000 secured appearance bond. So an attorney will be appointed for you when you arrive at your hearing. Your hearing is going to be at the Pinal County Superior Court on October 17th at 8:30 in the morning. If you are able to make the $75,000 secured appearance bond, so for all 3 warrants, make sure you go to that hearing. If you are not able to pay that bond, you will be held in custody. You'll be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. There will be an attorney there to assist you as well. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Andrew Simon, please come to the podium. Wilhelmus LaRue, have a seat by the door. Andrew Simon is in a blue shirt. Okay, please come in, sir, right here to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Andrew Simon, 8/30 of 86.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. There are a few allegations against you. 1 count aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a Class 3 felony. 1 count possessing a weapon by a prohibited person, that's a Class 4 felony. 1 count disorderly conduct with a weapon, which is a Class 6 felony. And then 4 counts of disorderly conduct or noise, and 1 count assault, 1 count criminal damage, those are misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you at your next hearing downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. Your bond is set at $75,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released with electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I understand you may reside at that location where this occurred. So even if you are the owner or renter of the residence, you may not return unless you go one time. You may go one time with local law enforcement for a civil standby to retrieve items like your medication, your wallet or identification, and clothing for your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to your next hearing, and the judge there may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Wilhelmus LaRue, please come to the podium. Daryl Potter, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Wilhelmus LaRue, 10/7/1980.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a new case. There's allegations of trafficking and stolen property, which is a Class 2 felony, narcotic drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, shoplifting or removal of goods in one aspect, which is a Class 6 felony, and then another 4 counts of it in a different aspect. I think it is based on dollar amounts, which are misdemeanors. So this court did find probable cause, and let me just check what happened here. Okay, we're going to need to reprint. I don't know why it didn't. I am appointing an attorney to assist you. Okay, there we go. So I am going to appoint an attorney to assist you at your next hearing. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It is a secured appearance bond of $75,000.
Why so much?
If you are able to make that bond, then you will have electronic monitoring.
Okay.
You're not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If an order of harassment is issued against you, you must obey that order. It is a court order. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, you will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
How can we get a lower bond hearing?
So I'll give you the reasoning behind the high bond. It was recommended by the county, and the basis for it is the fact that you have the prior felony convictions, quite a few of them, as well as misdemeanor convictions. And so this court did find that you would be a danger to the community if you're released at this time, but you're still eligible for bond under our Constitution, and that is why it is set at that amount.
Okay, so is it cash only, or can it be?
No, it's secured.
Okay, so
It is. So you can work with a bail bondsman.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and have a seat. They'll bring you your papers in just a moment. Daryl Potter, please come to the podium. And then No Rodriguez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Daryl Potter, July 1st, 1989.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation and arraignment hearing. That will be downtown Phoenix on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $500. But you have another matter before the court today as well. Your other matter is an out-of-county warrant. Your out-of-county warrant is alleging a probation violation as well.
Yeah.
And this one is from Yavapai County, and they have requested a secured appearance bond of $25,000. So an attorney will be appointed to assist you at your hearing in Yavapai County on October 17th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll remain in custody and be transported to those hearings, and the next judge may change the orders. If you are able to pay the bond, make sure you call your probation officers and go to both hearings, one here in Maricopa and Yavapai County.
Okay.
Okay, it's all on your paperwork. Please have a seat.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. No Rodriguez, please come to the podium. Javier Almejo, have a seat by the door. No, I believe he's sitting in the back. Oh, there he is. Okay. And then after Mr. Rodriguez will be Javier Almejo. Please say your name and date of birth.
Noe Rodriguez, 050505.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for two matters. It looks like there is a new case with allegations of theft of means of transportation, stealing a car. That's a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for you on this matter at $10,000. If you're able to make that bond, you will be under the supervision of your probation officer. So you need to call them within 72 hours. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. It is alleging you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. Now you've also violated term 1, which is no new criminal activity. So you have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. That probation violation warrant is $250. So together you have a $10,250 secured appearance bond. Again, if you make that bond, call your probation officer and go to your 2 hearings. You have 2 hearings.
All right.
If you're not able to make the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to those hearings, and the next judge may change the orders at those hearings. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Javier Almejo, please come to the podium. Prince Borjulo, have a seat by the door. Is there Mr. Javier Almejo? I'm probably saying the name incorrectly. Yes, this is he. All right. Please say your name and date of birth.
Javier Almejo, October 2nd, 1993.
Okay, thank you. I was not too far off. All right.
Good.
So you have a new case and then you have a probation violation. Your new case alleges that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a class 4 felony, and then assault, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you at your hearing. It will be downtown Phoenix on October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond in your new case. It's secured appearance bond of $1,500, and you would be supervised by your probation officer. You are not to have contact with the alleged victim for any reason, even if they contact you first. Just ignore them until your next hearing. And you may not reside at the same location. So if you need to go back, you'll have to coordinate with law enforcement to escort you, and you may go one time to pick up medication, your ID, and clothing for your hearing. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. So this new alleged criminal activity causes a Term 1 violation of your probation conditions. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing on October 21st. That's also at 8:30 in the morning, and that has a secured bond of $500. So together you have a total secured appearance bond of $2,000. Again, if you're able to make that bond, carefully follow the no contact orders and call your probation officer, and then go to your 2 hearings, one for the new case, one for your probation case. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to both your hearings, and the next judges may change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Prince Vorhulo, please come to the podium. Malik Bryant, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Prince Borgello, August 30th of 1996.
Thank you, sir. And I apologize for misstating your name. You are here today on 3 matters. All 3 of them are probation violation warrants. The first one, they all allege that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. On your first warrant, the secured appearance bond is set at $1,000. Your second warrant is set at $100, and your last warrant is set at $750. So that is $1,850 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay that bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Malik Bryant, please come to the podium, and then Danielle Silvas, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Malik Bryant, 10/5/97.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
You're here today on a grand jury warrant. It was alleged that on September 24th of 2024, there were 2 counts of narcotic drug in your possession, which is a class 4 felony, 1 count drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, 1 count driving under the influence, and 1 count driving under the influence with a combination of possible drugs and liquor. So those are misdemeanors. The grand jury found probable cause and issued a warrant for your arrest. This court is going to appoint an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for you at $1,000. If you're able to make that bond, make sure you go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay that bond, you'll remain in custody and be transported to your hearing. The next judge may change these orders. I do see that you are all in orange. Are you here on a hold for something else?
I was in DOC before this, so.
So when you were released from DOC, you got picked up on this?
No, I'm still in custody of DOC.
Okay, so don't pay the bond?
Yeah, no.
Okay, just making sure. All right. So please do not pay the bond. You will not be released if you are still in DOC custody.
Yes, no.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. We're going to pause for just one moment. Okay, we are going to call Verania Gutierrez next, and then after Ms. Gutierrez, we'll have Danielle Silva. Verania Gutierrez, please come to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Verania Gutierrez, March 6, 2000.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant where you failed to appear to your non-witness violation hearing, and you have 2 of them because you have 2 probation cases. So you already have an attorney in your case. Your next hearing will be October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond in both of them, and they were both set at $250. So that is a $500 secured appearance bond. If you are able to make that bond, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Danielle Silva, please come to the podium. James Pearson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Danielle Silva, 5/23/82.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for 2 probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3, 5, and 7 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. One of them is $500. The other one is $250. So that's $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer when you're released and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, ma'am. James Pearson, please come to the podium. Brendan Ripperger, have a seat by the door.
Evening.
Hello. Please say your name and date of birth.
James Thomas Pearson, 11/10/2001.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It appears you failed to go to your probation non-witness violation hearing on September 16th, so they issued a warrant for you. Your next hearing will be October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay that bond, you will remain in custody, be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Brendan Ripperger, please come to the podium. And then Alexis Myers, have a seat by the door.
Hello, Your Honor.
I see you're all in orange. Are you in custody for something else?
Yes.
Okay, please say your name and date of birth.
Brendan Michael Simons Ripperger, 05/11/94.
Thank you, sir. The reason you're here in front of me is for a municipal court warrant, and it is alleging disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. I have appointed an attorney to assist you. They'll be assigned when you get to that hearing, and it's at Peoria Municipal Court on October 16th at 9 a.m. There's a cash-only appearance bond set for you at $250, but don't pay that if you're being held for something else, because, you know, that would take precedent.
May I say something? I'm
Yes,
supposed to be getting released tomorrow for reach out, for rehab, so I did call my mother and asked her to post that bond,
Okay.
so would it be pending
Okay.
process?
If they'll release you, if your days are done, then that bond is here for you to access.
Okay,
But just make sure you go to that Peoria Municipal Court hearing if you are out of custody.
okay, on the 16th?
It is, and the information is on your paperwork, including their phone number. So if something happens where when you go to rehab, you're not able to attend that court date, you have their phone number, call ahead of time, not if you miss it, call before.
Okay.
And make sure to get it taken care of if you need to get that rescheduled.
Okay.
Okay, all of this is on your paperwork. Go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you, sir. Alexis Meyer, please come to the podium. Nicolay Sandoval, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Alexis Myers, October 2nd, 2003.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3, 5, and 7 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Your bond today is a $50 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. Okay. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll remain in custody, you'll be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Nicolay Sandoval, please come to the podium. And then Christopher Sharp, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nikolai Sandoval, September 19th, 1988.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant, and it is alleging a driving under the influence misdemeanor. An attorney will be appointed for you at the next hearing, which is at the Maryville Justice Court, October 17th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond of $50 set for you. I do see that you're all in orange. Are you being held for another matter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so don't pay your bond. That way the sheriffs will transport you to your hearing and you won't get a failing to appear. So it's October 17th.
But if I do pay my bond, I'm out completely, right?
If you're being held on something else,
No, but I've already went through it, so hopefully I pay the bond for everything.
if you pay your bond for everything, then you could be released. But if you're still like the other gentleman in DOC custody, you wouldn't want to pay your bond or they'll issue another warrant for your arrest just because you missed being in custody.
Okay.
Okay, it's on your paperwork. Please go ahead and take that and have a seat. Christopher Sharp, please come to the podium. And there is a victim statement, so they may be watching on the broadcast, so I do need to read the victim's advisement.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. One moment, please. Here is the victim's advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Christopher A. Sharp, 11/23 of 62.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new justice court case. It was alleged that you committed assault, which is a misdemeanor. However, because this is a domestic violence assault, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is at the Santan Justice Court, October 20th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for you today at $50.
What,
So I'll finish all the things you need to know, and then you can ask questions.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are able to pay that bond, You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If you are out of custody, you may not reside at the same location as any victim, even if you are the owner or renter of the residence, but you may go one time with law enforcement to retrieve necessary items like your medication, ID, and clothing for the hearing. You just have to arrange that prior to going so you're escorted.
I understand.
Okay. If you are not able to pay the $50 bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge...
$50? Don't you do personal recognizance bonds here?
We do, but for domestic violence charges, we normally...
I slapped my son.
I understand, which is why the bond is only $50.
Slapped my kid, and I'm in jail.
Sir, this is being broadcast as well as
I don't care
recorded.
if it's been broadcast.
So anything you say may be used against you
What?
at the next hearing.
I admit it. I did it.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Austin DeVries, please come to the podium. Stephanie Lopez, have a seat by the door.
Hello.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Austin Allen DeVries, 10/02/1999.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you had a weapon and you're a prohibited possessor that is a Class 4 felony. Also, disorderly conduct with the weapon, which is a Class 6 felony. And what that is about is the recklessness with which you treated the weapon, so throwing a gun. That was from the law enforcement report. So, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is October 29th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today under supervised release. So we're not asking for any money from you, but we are asking you for compliance, that you go to your next hearing. Okay, I saw from your record that you have taken care of things in the past. You've gone and made sure that your cases were all finished in the past. I believe you can do this again.
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so your hearing date is on here. Your attorney's phone number is on here. You can call and discuss the case with them before then. Don't miss your hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest.
I will not.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Stephanie Lopez, please come to the podium. Brian Hubbard, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Stephanie Lopez, 10/14/93.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today for 2 probation violation warrants. It is alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing for both cases is October 21st at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under the supervision of your probation officer. So when you are released, call your probation officer, make contact with them, and also go to your hearing. Everything is on your paperwork. Please have patience as you are out processed.
Thank you.
Please have a seat. Brian Hubbard, please come to the podium.
Hi, Your Honor.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Brian Omar Hubbard Jr., August 16, 2000. Your Honor, can I say something?
Well, wait until I've finished everything, and then if you still have a question or a statement, we can do it then, okay? You're here today on a justice court warrant with allegations of driving on a suspended or revoked license. You are not able to have counsel appointed because it's a misdemeanor, but you can hire your own attorney or go and represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the South Mountain Justice Court on October 29th at 9 a.m. This court is going to release you today on your promise to go to that hearing and get this taken care of. I've also included their phone number, the South Mountain Justice Court's phone number on there for you too. Their warrant was asking for a $500 bond, but we're not going to collect that today. You just need to go and get this taken care of. So have some patience as you're out processed. It might take a few hours, okay? Yes, sir. Now is your turn.
I just want to let you know too, I appreciate you for doing that for me because I ain't been trying to get in no trouble. I actually got my license back. I ain't got insurance for the car. I parked the car, you know what I'm saying, at my dad's for a couple of weeks until I was able to do all of that. And I forgot when the court date was. So when I tried to call them to get the court date, they told me that I didn't have a warrant or it wasn't nothing to worry about because I paid the fine through the DMV when I got my license back.
Right.
So that's what I'm confused on. Like,
So call them again. Tell them you got picked up. Tell them you have a court date now because it's all on your paperwork. And then get this taken care of.
all right, thank you.
Okay. All right, we have one person left who is going to be a house call because they were being disruptive, and that is Zachary Scott Lonan, date of birth April 5th, 1978. It is a grand jury warrant alleging aggravated domestic violence, class 5 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist him. His next hearing is October 22nd at 8:30 in the morning, and he does have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. I've also included quite a few no-contact orders, conditions, or restrictions on his release, which he can read through. It is not my intention to change or make any changes to this order, but if some happen, they will be reflected on the written order. I do not intend to come back to this recording. At this time, the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar is in recess until 11 p.m.
All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 11 p.m. calendar on October 14th, 2025. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders will be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded. So please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When it comes to the release conditions that I'm going to mention in court, it is not going to be all of your release conditions. It's going to be just the main ones. Every single one of your release conditions that apply to you will be on your paperwork. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call two names. The first name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door. Then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. Could you please get Timothy Herrera to the podium? Benny Kelly to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
010592.
Name, please.
Timothy Herrera.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for 3 counts of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, Class 2 felony, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony. I'm not finding probable cause as to 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs for sale. I am finding probable cause as to the remaining charges. So that's 2 counts of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs for sale. I am assigning counsel. Your next court dates are October 20th and October 23rd in the downtown Superior Court, setting a cash bond of $10,000. You also have a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date is October 21st in the downtown Superior Court. Due to the alleged violations of your probation, you're actually going to be held non-bondable on your probation violation matter. So, sir, at this time, please don't try to pay the bond on your other case since you're being held non-bondable. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Benny Kelly to the podium. Tyler Hodson to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
21068, Benny Kelly.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court grand jury warrant. The grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 1 count of fraudulent schemes and artifices, a Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravating taking the identity of another, Class 3 felony, theft, a Class 3 felony, 3 counts of forgery, Class 4 felony, 1 count of taking the identity of another, Class 4 felony. These were alleged to have occurred on or about June 20th of 2023. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is October 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $25,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. But, sir, at this time, please don't try to pay that bond. You're technically non-bondable since you're in the custody of the state of Michigan, DOC, Michigan, the Michigan DOC system. So you're not eligible for release at this time. Once you kill your number in the state of Michigan, then you are eligible for release, but you'll still have that $25,000 cash bond. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork. Tyler Hodson to the podium. Pierre Cook to the chair, please.
I have a question. Wait till the end. Take it out.
Name and date of birth, please.
Tyler Hodson, 0908-2001.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of stalking, Class 5 felonies. I'm not finding probable cause as to 1 of those counts. I am finding probable cause as to the other count. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court dates are October 20th and October 23rd in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged they committed this offense while you were out on release for your other felony matter, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. Did you have a question?
That wasn't true. They said they were investigating that while they arrested me when I was last time.
Did you have a question?
Yeah. That was my question.
Sir, what's your question?
If I was arrested 3 weeks ago, and I was told they were investigating something separate, and I followed everything. I reported to pretrial services. I didn't make any contact with any alleged victim. I'm pretty sure I know because the officer had told me, but said he wasn't charging me on that day.
So, sir, this is, all right. So you had an initial appearance on your first case back on September 26, 2025.
September 26th?
Yep.
Yes.
And that was regarding,
I'm just asking you, any allegations or any alleged crimes that they say were committed before release doesn't violate a condition of release?
it wasn't before, sir. So these were alleged to have occurred on, let's see. It's a date range from August 24th through today's date.
Yeah, so that, I'm saying, like, they aren't able to give a specific date?
As long as the date range falls after the date of your initial appearance
Well,
in the case, then you can be held non-bondable, sir.
Can that change if my lawyer compels discovery?
Yes. It's not compelling discovery. Ask your lawyer to you can ask him to file a motion to modify release conditions, and then your defense counsel can do that for you.
Okay, I have a lawyer already?
You do, and so I'm assigning you counsel. You'll likely get the counsel on your other case. All right, sir?
Are you talking about you said you've only found probable cause for one count, is that correct?
That's correct. All right, if you want to please step to your left for paperwork. Pierre Cook to the podium. Robert Jackson to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
How you doing? My name is Pierre Anthony Cook. June 30th, 1996.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are October 20th and October 23rd in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're out on release on another felony matter, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Robert Jackson to the podium. Arthur Martinez to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Robert Jackson, 12883.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on an out-of-county warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be October 17th. That's at the Yuma County Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge out there. It's a $30,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, I'm currently in custody right now, and I'll still be in custody on that date too.
They're going to come pick you up, sir.
All right, and if they don't come pick me up, what will happen?
At some point, they will have to come pick you up because they got to take care of whatever's going on out in Yuma.
And when was the date that they put out this warrant?
August 5th of this year. And so it's because you're in custody here, most likely. So they probably put out the warrant, didn't know where you were, they found out where you were, and so they'll come and pick you up, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Arthur Martinez to the podium. Oh, no, he's fine, because I'm not going to talk about stuff. Arthur Martinez to the podium. Evelyn Galvez to the chair, please.
Good evening.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Arthur Martinez, 10471.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a failure to appear warrant.
Yes.
I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney.
Yes, sir.
Your next court date is going to be October 23rd in the downtown Superior Court.
Sir. October 23rd.
Yes, sir. I am affirming the bond. Setting a cash bond of $5,000.
Yes, sir.
If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Evelyn Galvez to the podium. Jose Morales to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Evelyn Lopez, 9995.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and 2 probation violation warrants. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are October 20th, October 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a placeholder bond of $50. You also have 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date on both of those is October 21st in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting secured appearance bonds of $1,000 on each one, so it's $2,050 secured appearance for all 3 of your cases. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Go on, please step to your left for your paperwork. Jose Morales to the podium. Xavier Rubier to the chair, please.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Jose Morales, August 24, 2005.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for misconduct involving weapons, a Class 4 felony. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are October 20th and October 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. You also have a probation violation warrant. I'm finding probable cause for a new Term 1 violation. Your next court date is October 21st in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $250. So that's a total of $1,250 for both of your cases. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. I have to call a warrant, please. Xavier Rubio to the podium. Michael Huckabee to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Xavier Robert Rubio, 21391.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felonies, 2 counts of shoplifting, removal of goods, Class 1 misdemeanor, 2 counts of shoplifting, concealment of goods, Class 1 misdemeanor, 2 counts of criminal trespass, Class 3 misdemeanors. I'm not finding probable cause as to the 2 counts of burglary. I am finding probable cause as to the remaining charges.
What are those, Your Honor?
The remaining charges?
Yeah.
2 counts of shoplifting, removal of goods, 2 counts of shoplifting, concealment of goods, and 2 counts of criminal trespass.
And those are all misdemeanors?
They are. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are going to be October 20th and October 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $500. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you cannot enter any Target stores or their premises. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Michael Huckabee to the podium. Hillary Smith to the chair, please. Hi, sir. Could you please take your arms out of your sleeves? Thank you. Name and date of birth, please.
Michael Huckabee, 11/12/1985.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are October 20th and October 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your trial judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Hillary Smith to the podium. Agostino Tuminia to the chair, please. Hillary Smith. Name and date of birth, please.
Hillary Mae Smith, 12/3/91.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's October 21st in the downtown Superior Court. I'm finding probable causes to a new term 1 violation. Your next court date, I'm setting security appearance bond of $500. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Agostino Tuminia to the podium. Corey Roche to the chair, please. Hi, sir. Name and date of birth, please.
Agostino Tuminia, 6/10/1980.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on another grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These were alleged to have occurred back on May 7th of 2025. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be October 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. You have an additional bond of $500. If you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Corey Roche to the podium. Desiree Begay to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Corey Roche, April 25th, 1995.
Thank you. I apologize for mispronouncing your last name.
It's all right, sir. No problem.
Sir, you're here today on a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's October 22nd. That's at the Goodyear City Court. This time I'm gonna reduce your bond down to $250. If you're able to bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. All right. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork. Desiree Begay to the podium. Paul Cabrera to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
5/18/1985.
Name, please.
Desiree W.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, criminal trespass, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are October 29 and October 31st in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be placed on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Ma'am, do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to appear on October 29, October 31 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, it's your responsibility to call them once you're out of custody. You have to call them during normal business hours. If you fail to call them, you could end up back here. Do you understand
Yes, Your
that?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Paul Cabrera to the podium. Worthington Dennis to the chair, please. All right, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth, please?
Paul Cabrera, 3/20/86.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on a fugitive of justice warrant. That's just another term for an extradition warrant. Have you...
I've done this before. I've seen you probably like a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah. Like 3 months ago.
Gotcha. Did they not pick you up before?
Yeah, they picked me up. It's just, it's because I'm trying to do the interstate compact from over there to over here, but they're kind of giving me like hassle about it, you know? So, but I have my whole family out here. I live out here. I have my kids, my wife, you know, I have my own house out
Do
here.
they keep on bringing you back and forth?
I come back, and then if I get pulled over here, I just go do my violation in California.
Gotcha, sir.
You know, but it's my parole officer making it like a big deal because in California I'm STG, so he said it's hard for somebody to accept me here in the state of Arizona, you know?
Understood. All right, sir. So you know what you're here, it's a parole, it's a parole violation, sir.
Yeah, I just had a question. I remember before, I would wait 2 weeks and then go to the fugitive justice hearing. Do they not do that anymore? Because they didn't do it last time. I just came here and I just got extradited.
Did you waive before, sir?
Yeah, I waived, yeah.
Oh, so that's why you didn't have a hearing, because you waived it.
Okay, so I'm just going to come to this court case again? I mean, this court hearing?
So right now, you have a hearing on October 27. If you have your hearing, if you choose to have your hearing, it's set for October 27. And then after you have that hearing, California has 60 to 90 days to come get you. But the reason I think
what I'm asking is, how come last time, like a couple months ago, I just came here? I didn't go to the fugitive justice.
Oh, that's up to the officer that arrested you.
No, my question is, I usually go to the fugitive justice hearing, right, with the judge on the monitor, you know? Right. But these last 2 times, I haven't gone. Did you guys do away with that, or does my time start now?
Not that I'm aware of. If you waive your hearing, your time starts now.
Okay, thank you.
So you've been through this before.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Just waive it.
You'd like to waive your hearing again?
Yeah.
And so your 30 days will start from today?
Yeah.
But it sounds like last time they picked
me up like in 10 days.
Okay, so that's way less than, okay.
Yeah, I'm not really,
All right, sir.
I just didn't want to go back and forth to court, you know what I mean?
Sure, I understand. All right, sir, so I apologize that I didn't remember going through this with you again, but I had to do the questions all over again. All right, sir?
All right.
All right, sir, you have a right to a hearing that's currently set on October 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Do you understand you have a right to a hearing?
Yes.
And are you choosing to waive that hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand you have a right to hire your own attorney?
Yes.
And are you waiving your right to hire your own attorney?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right for the governor of Arizona and the governor of California to both sign warrants to have you extradited out of here?
Yes.
And are you giving up that right to have both the governors have warrants to have you extradited out of here?
Yes.
All right. And do you understand that by waiving your hearing, you're going to be held non-bondable anyway?
Yes.
And then the state of California has 30 days to come get you.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Sir, did anyone threaten you, force you, or coerce you into giving up all of these rights?
No.
Have you had any alcohol or taken any drugs within the past 24 hours that's affecting your decision in giving up these rights?
No, I don't do drugs.
And sir, have you not taken any medication that you're supposed to take that's affecting your decision to give up these rights?
No.
Okay, sir. After going through the colloquy with you, I'm finding that you are knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waiving your rights to an extradition hearing. You'll be held non-bondable at this time. The state of California will have 30 days to come get you, to extradite you back to the state of California.
All right.
Well, please come up and sign your signature.
Only 2 signatures for the person. They didn't take that one up. Try to write in legibly. Okay, next one. Okay, you're good.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Can we please clear the courtroom? Before calling the last matter, there are 3 individuals back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. I have to visit them back at their cell for those reasons. Joshua Whitfield, date of birth 2/20/2004, here on a Superior Court new case. Arrested for aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, resisting arrest, Class 6 felony, criminal trespass, Class 2 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates are October 29, October 31 of the Downtown Superior Court. Based upon his promise to appear, he'll be placed on supervised release, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Lane Hamilton, date of birth 2/13/1998, here in the Superior Court new case, arrested for aggravated assault, class 5 felony, consuming liquor in public, class 2 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates are October 20th, October 23rd of the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a security appearance bond of $1,000. If he posts bond, pretrial services supervision, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Tanya Valley, date of birth 8/12/75, here in a Justice Court new case, arrested for assault, class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates October 17th at the El Centro Justice Court, setting a security appearance bond of $1,000. If she's able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. After visiting with these individuals back at their cell, if I found to make any changes to these release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. Mr. Dennis? Can I get your name and date of birth, please?
Yes, Worthington Dennis, 4/20/1972.
Thank you. Sir, you're here today on the Superior Court grand jury warrant. The grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on one count of failure to register as a sex offender, class 4 felony. This was alleged to have occurred back on August 2nd of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is October 22nd here in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $250 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
But I'm homeless. But I don't understand. Next month I'll be in the registry for 30 years. I've never missed a registration.
Yeah, sir, I don't know what to tell you. So this is the grand jury. Some officer presented information before the grand jury that allegedly at some point back in 2024, you failed to register at some point back then. That's the only information that I have. It's a grand jury proceeding, so it's a secret proceeding, so I have no idea what they presented to the grand jury. So all I can tell you, sir, is what the charge is around the time when it happened, and then what the bond that the grand jury set is. All right, sir? I'm sorry I don't have any more information than that.
Okay, now answer another question, Your Honor. You said that with an ankle monitor, but I'm homeless. So what does that mean for me?
So, sir, homeless folks, they do get ankle monitors sometimes too, and so they'll work with you on that, okay, about how to keep it charged and stuff like that.
So what do I do as far as now? Like because I don't have no money, but do I mean I got to stay in jail?
Yes, sir. At least until October 22nd. You're going to see another judge then. Talk to your defense attorney and see if they can file a motion and see if the judge will change your release conditions at that time. All right, sir?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm sorry I don't have any more information for you. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. This concludes the 11 p.m. calendar.